Hey guys, what's going on? Adam from Tay Exotics, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please do me a favour, hit that subscribe button, it really would mean the world to me. So today's video guys, we're going to do the questions part of my visit to Neighbours Constrictors. That's with myself, Darren and Eric from Neighbours Constrictors, Stuart from Ice Reptiles and Eddie from Sunbury Serpents. So kick back, relax and enjoy the video.
Okay guys, so you've been sending in some of your questions for the boys here to answer, so I'm going to scroll through a few of these.
We have to make a phone call to answer these.
Is it a phone a friend? Okay, so Darren Carter, what's the reasoning for holding back a female over a male with similar or the exact same genetics? Is it solely because females produce the eggs? Who wants to answer that one?
Normally I go first, but Eddie's here and he's much more of a motor mouth than me.
I would say it is for the purpose of holding, for the purpose of them breeding in the future, for sure. Yeah, for me.
I'd definitely hold the female back.
I tend to, yeah, if I have a clutch of, you know, a mixed clutch males and females, I tend to keep one male with the best genes, and most of the females, and then perhaps cut back on them further down the lines once I figured out which one I really want to go with.
See, I'm opposite. I like to keep the females and grow them on because I'm more likely to rotate the males around than I will females, because males are a lot cheaper, and so you can buy a cheaper het with a couple other genes in it. Say you've kept back a recessive female with something in it, you can then change the males around and you can put that male to more of the females in the clutch as well. So I like to keep females back.
Okay,
Stu?
I keep everything. I'm still at that point where I still find it difficult to sell any of my hats.
He doesn't like it.
Okay, cool. Pez Roland, he wants to know your thoughts and opinions on the monarch gene.
Anyone? We don't work with it. I like it. I really do like it. I think Robert Nash has just got a pair, isn't he? A little while ago. Really like it. We've got the Burgundy, which is very similar. So I like it. I'm going down the pied route at the moment with it, with some other genes in there as well, if it all works. Yeah, so I like it, but the reason I've not got it is because I've got something very similar.
Okay. Leechy18 wants to know, in your opinion, what do you feel is the gene that is most underrated? And I know we covered this on the live, but what is the most underrated gene out there at a minute?
Oh, there's so many of them.
Like I said, we did say pastel earlier.
Yeah.
And I think, like we said on the live, the only reason I'm feeling at the moment is because I'm seeing a lot of, not hate, but just a lot of people saying I'm coming away from pastel because of brown out and this, that, the other. But it's getting the right pastel. Don't just come away from pastel, just look for the right pastel. Yeah. So, not that I think it's underrated, I just think it's just getting a bit of bad press at the moment on that one. But underrated genes, I know what you're, overrated, you think pied's overrated.
I think there's a lot of old school genes that have been overlooked and now they're starting to combo them up and they're starting to
I think
go
that's
back.
the thing,
It's just hitting the right, just hitting the right combo, I think.
Yeah. But that's how. What about you, Eddie? You've been quiet, what's the matter? Camera shy for once. Darren keeps talking about let me have a go.
I think it just goes back, for me it always just goes back to the quality you bring in your collection. You know, if you're going to bring, especially with pastel, being this argument over pastel not being great at the moment, and I was saying to Eric earlier, I've produced some pastels which I've showed people and they've gone, oh, that's a nice orange dream pastel you've got there. But it's not. It's a beautiful pastel, very reduced pattern, and that's for me the most important thing, is bringing quality into my collection. Yeah. And that's, for me, because quality breeds quality, without a doubt.
Do you think sometimes the quality animals make it difficult for people to ID what they've got? Because they're used to seeing. I think it can do.
Especially
with something like pastel.
I think it certainly can do, because you get high contrast of colours, you get reduction in pattern when you shouldn't necessarily get reduction in pattern in the pairing you've got. Right. So it does, it does.
I think some people will get a quality, like say, a quality pastel, go, something else going on with it. Because they're so used to seeing the average, the average, So
when you do see a quality animal, then straight away, I think there's something else.
Yeah, well, some of us do. Maestro, what's the next question?
I was looking for them because people said
is that all we've got? Cheers, guys.
Okay,
glad we helped.
No, found. Okay, so edit.
Can we have a new host?
So, Tommy Dean wants to know, what do you think of the puzzle gene?
I love it. Absolutely
love it.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of legs on it.
Yeah,
it's
a lot.
on for a while. Yeah.
So
Wouldn't buy one because they're supposed to be all biting. I don't like bitey snakes.
That's true.
They're all ferocious, aren't they? Yeah.
The reason why we've got our spot nose het clan female, the only reason we got it, you was going to have it.
That's right.
It was a bit aggressive, so we didn't want it. So happy days, we've got it. Now it's super tame.
Yeah, I've never had a thing about. I'm getting better, but it's
I'll show it to you later.
I think it's that
Puzzle's certainly a
it's
gene
fine,
to get
isn't
into
it?
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite unique in what it does.
Here's an animal with pastel. Look at a pastel puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you,
Superb.
the super pastel puzzle, the first one I looked at the puzzle gene and went, I like that, I like the look of that. That's what I want to be. I do want them, and
then you mentioned in I think I saw a video. You mentioned that you'd have puzzle, but you've got so much other stuff going on.
Yeah.
That it just kind of takes a puzzle. Yeah, puzzle's
dominant.
recessive. It's
confusion dominant.
confusion and
co-dominant.
I'm thinking of someone. I'm sure I read somewhere
confusion
that
and acid, isn't it?
acid and confusion.
Acid and
acid and
confusion,
confusion.
yeah.
Acid is the.
There's one other one too that goes along with that.
Oh, is there?
Acid, confusion, and
I want to say blitz, but it's not
no,
blitz.
it's not blitz. No, there's a third one.
I'm not 100% sure.
If anyone knows what that third one is,
Please let us
let
know.
us know in the comments down below. Okay, so Teddy Smith wants to know, what are your thoughts on wild caught ball pythons versus captive bred animals?
Unnecessary nowadays, to be honest with you. Unless that wild caught comes in and it's got a quirky pattern or something like that. But it's unnecessary. The amount that need rehoming nowadays because of people putting out the hobby, it's unnecessary. But if it's coming in with a quirk gene, or could have something playing at it, and to add to the hobby, I don't disagree with it. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyone else got anything on that one?
anyone disagree with me? Could be interested.
No.
Good, because you'd be thrown out if you did.
I generally don't agree with taking animals from the wild when we can.
Yeah.
We've got enough of,
Yeah.
Yes, it might
There's
have
enough.
it might be called Dinker Project. It might have a cool pattern, but have we not got enough to sort of focus on without taking animals from the wild?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's like I think we've got dinker genes in here, but they're not wild dinkers. They've come off
They've
the,
come
like
off the
everything's come
wild,
from
yeah.
the wild,
Yeah, no, of course,
but these are more recent
It's a
ones.
I think
Bandied
there's
around
got
too
to
much.
be a
What's a
there's got
dink?
to be a limit
Yeah.
with the number of new morphs that can come. So you've got acid and confusion, and the third one, which none of us remember. So there are all these genes which are similar to other genes, which are probably exactly the same thing. They've been brought in by someone, bred by someone, spread around the community.
I was saying this to a guy yesterday. He's bought a certain gene and it's not been 100% proven out this, that, the other. And the people that produced it, they come out with these other genes and this, that, the other, and it's worked out that this new gene they've come up with is just a new line of fire, and it's just a new line of this. It's just, it's still fire. So it's still a fire. You just named it.
That's right.
And it might be a brighter fire or a duller fire or a more speckly fire. It's a fire.
Yeah.
So
that's what people try to monetize.
Yeah.
Right, so this question is actually quite a good question. I like this one. This is from Hannah Close. If you could choose any breeder in the world, who would you like to collab with?
Collab as in pairing?
As in person collaboration, like we're doing now. Who in the world, if you could transport yourself to anywhere in the world, who would you like to spend an hour one-on-one with, going through their collection?
I'm going to be very yes, it's a strange one. Yeah, but everyone...
Suarez. For me, because he's just like Mr. Clown.
Yeah, so you've got all them people. It's not necessarily...
Bring a little bit of something.
It's more about, for me, it's more about the location.
So you can.
I'd like to go to someone that's got natural temperatures, natural cycles. They don't use thermostat, stuff like that, to see how different it is. Because we control everything here.
Controlled environment.
It's a controlled environment. I'd like to see how they do things when they have to rely on the weather and the seasons, because we can control stuff. So not necessarily for the genes and for the big facilities. I just want to see how people in different places do it differently. That's for me.
Okay. What about you?
I think there'd be a lot of different breeders I'd like to go see, just because the genes I work with, not a lot of breeders work with, let's say, blackhead. So I'd like to go see a few different people that working with blackhead, just to see all the different stuff that they're doing with. And let's say like Ozzy for the orange stream stuff. I mean, how can you not want to go see his high intensity orange stream? Billy for all his asphalt stuff. So I mean,
yeah, you'd have a good laugh with Billy.
If we ever get to meet him.
I'm still at normal, so to me it's everyone.
Stuart's just happy coming to see us. You are. I've got you smiling a couple of times.
Happy and Stuart together. Don't use them together. Everyone knows that.
There's different reasons I want to go see different people. One, because of the animals they've got. Two, their collection, and it's a shame because Ben Rennick, I watched him when he started his YouTube. Rest in peace now, Ben. His facility was spotless, and I love the look of it. So I'd like to have gone round his facility, just for his facility, not just his animal, but for his facility alone. So I'd like to have done that. I'd like to spend time with, who wouldn't, Justin Gabilka. So, but for different reasons as well. I say Billy, I think you'd have a wicked laugh with Billy. Miguel, I think I'd wake up with a band hangover with Miguel.
See, I think Miguel would have been my choice.
Yeah, definitely. Because
the reason I like Miguel is that he's a sort of family operation.
Yeah,
you know, I love the way that the whole family get involved, and it's not just about snakes. He brings the fun factor to it as well. Just like yourself, you like to bring a bit of laughter to
I
the
do
videos.
like messing around, yeah.
And I think that makes a whole lot of difference to But he's got the genes there. He's got the facility. He's got some of the best animals in the world that you can work with. Mostly from people like Justin, and so he's got everything there that I would look for, that I'd want to go and visit. Plus, it's in a nice hot place. And
I've got another little one as well, which was I want to go to Brian Bartchett's place.
Which I'm planning to do this year.
Do you know why I want to go there?
Go on.
Because everyone has all these little nays saying Brian this, Brian that, Brian this, Brian that. And I watch Brian's videos. There's no way you can keep them that clean every day for a video and all this stuff gone. He might have done stuff wrong in the past, and he said some stuff controversial. I thought, would you say that for you, Plonker? But I'd like to go and see his facility because then I can argue with my own eyes. I don't think anyone should put their opinion across unless they've got the evidence themselves. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying
there was a great video that was, I think I watched it yesterday, I think it was from last week, and I'll have to show you after this. But basically, he's obviously in agreement with Brian, but he went undercover at BHP in the Reptarium, and he was going all stealth.
I think I saw something.
And it was basically a P take on.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
He never keeps the right humidities. Let's go and see some stuck sheds.
Yeah.
It'd be an anaconda full shed. He goes, oh, okay, I was wrong about that. And then look at this dirty tub, and he goes through 10 tubs. Oh, that's clean.
And that's what I'm saying. He videos every day. There's no way he's got time to set up them tubs just for a video.
You got to think as well. He's only open. That Reptarium's only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it is.
I
So
don't
3
know.
days a week. And the rest of the week, he's got staff there that are cleaning glass. He cleans the glass there every day.
Yeah.
I'm actually planning on going there this year at some point. I don't know when. Hopefully, the sooner the better.
I think that's the thing with a lot of the top breeders that people overlook is everyone's got a thing about the breeders, but it's the guys that are doing everything for them. I mean, they're the face of it and they're the name. But it's all the people that work in the background that do most of the stuff for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think they're the ones.
And they're the ones that have been saying the nasty things when really they're actually getting paid to look after snakes. So if they're saying the snakes are not being looked after, take a look at your work ethics. You know? So yeah, it's gone well off the track there. But yeah, I'd like to go around Brian's as well, obviously.
Okay, so the last question we've got is from, if I can find it, Michael Ross.
Eric's my favourite.
He wants to know should he use his. He wants to know should he use his easy hatch trays, or should they stay how they lay? So obviously, once he finds a clutch, should he pick them up and put them in there, or should he lift up and put in box?
Can I go first on this one because I'm very opinionated on this one, and I know you are, Adam. Actually,
Yeah.
Personally, they are they £12 each.
They're quite expensive, yeah.
I think they're £12 each. When you can get for £12, you probably get 12 of the light diffusers.
I paid £7 for 10.
But there you go. So it's actually less than that then. So they work perfectly. Why would you spend £12 on something? Which I look at it and I think it's got design faults in it as well. It's
too small.
They're too small.
So you can't, chicken eggs.
They're for chicken eggs. But, so you could do it staggered. But yeah, I think I wouldn't use them personally. I'm not having a go at them, and I'm not saying they're bad. But it's for me, it's an unnecessary expense when stuff works better anyway.
I think as a new breeder coming into it, and you see these trays, yeah, they're brilliant. What do you do when all your eggs are stuck together? How many people have the knowledge to, the confidence to separate the eggs to put them in that tray? I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. I wouldn't take it. As a newbie, you would never take the risk of separating eggs.
If you get to the clutch early enough, it's easy.
Yeah, I mean, I peel all mine apart because
You popped one.
I popped them
I
before.
popped one.
Piece of tape on it.
I've done
That's all it takes.
Yeah,
But
Billy shows.
So I think the second
Yeah.
part of that question, I think that's a two-part question there, is obviously is how they're laid, how they should stay. Obviously with the embryo,
they can roll. It doesn't hurt them.
yeah.
At the beginning, the first 24 hours, they can roll.
yeah.
I think what I do is obviously, once you've got the mum off and you've done your bits and bobs and you've got your clutch there and you're doing your candling, I always try and make sure the embryo is upright, or as upright as possible. I have had clutches where I've not touched them and they've all hatched.
I've never candled my eggs anymore.
No.
I just put them in there. If
I've
they go
never.
off, they go off,
Yeah.
and I don't rotate them to see
Same
which
as
is
I
what.
don't.
I've got one.
I
I
just-
spoke to you, didn't I? On one of the clutches this year. I rang you and said when I'm candling it, it looks totally different to the others. Do you remember?
No, you ring me a lot and I'll
well,
switch
yes.
off.
I have to ring some.
And it also depends on the size of the clutch as well. If you've got a massive clutch, you can't fit like that 11 egg clutch I had earlier, a couple of weeks ago. You
11
can't.
eggs.
Oh, you're gonna rub that in, is it?
Oh, okay.
Just
Shut up
11,
about that.
just 11 eggs, Yes.
And where he's from, he can actually do this and show 11, but we can't because we're normal people.
And that's it. If you've got a massive clutch, you're going to have to separate them somehow, but you're going to have confidence in separating them. And there are. This is what again. This is.
But mark the tops before you separate them.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Mark the top,
Yeah.
separate it, put it aside. If you do pop it, tear it a little bit. Don't panic too much. I use electrical tape. Put electrical tape over it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. That's perfectly fine.
A plaster will do.
Yeah, plaster.
Yeah.
Super
Don't
glue.
rush, isn't it?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
take your
Don't
time.
rush. That's the important thing.
Take
I
your
don't know
time.
if I'd use a plaster.
No?
Because a plaster, if you think about it, plaster's got that soft pad on it.
Just get
So that's going to the
big
pad's
Rizzler.
gonna absorb, and then it'll start.
Or sort of the
Twist the ends.
part of the plaster.
Yeah. If you just, as long as I would imagine, as long as it's completely sticky,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
completely seals.
Yeah.
You also get out spray stuff, can't you? Like the spray plaster.
Don't think that would work because to be honest with you, when they stoop, they got such a pressure inside them eggs. You get a tiny little nick in and they go. It's amazing how much stuff does try and come out.
Cool. Alright guys, so I hope that's answered your questions. If I have missed anyone, I do apologise. Let me know in the comments down below and I'll make sure I get those questions fired to these guys the next time we are all together. So guys, there we have it. That was your questions answered by the guys. If we did miss your question, I'm really sorry. Please shoot your message down below and we will answer it on a future video. For those of the questions that we did answer, I hope we answered them well enough and adequately for you. Again, if not, if you need more clarification on the answers, please shoot us down a message below and I'm sure myself or one of the guys will jump in on the comments and answer that question a bit better for you. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for taking the time out of your day. I really do enjoy bringing you these videos, especially these collab videos, and getting out there to see all these awesome breeders. That's what it's all about, guys. I've said it, time and time again. You need to get yourself out there, get yourself into the facilities of other breeders, get talking, get looking at their snakes, their plans, their aspirations. It's what it's all about, because you sort of come out of there and your mind's frazzled because you think, wow, they're doing this, they're doing that. What could I do that could potentially, be better, or potentially put me on the same path as them, but I could tweak this and do that. You come out with so many ideas in your head, and I think that's fantastic. It's really, really cool. Guys, we are coming up to the 2,000 subscriber mark, so please keep those subscriptions coming in. Please make sure you hit that notification bell so you get to know when I upload a video. Please leave your comment down below and hit that like button. I really, really do appreciate it. So guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I'll bring another video to you in the next couple of days and an update. If you do follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been building my own hatching rack. So 50 tub V18, just a homemade thing. And the reason for me doing that is because obviously with the problems I've been having with the electrics, the LP rack that I've got at the moment, it's a 40 tub, but it's got 10 heat mats, so 10 plugs, 2 thermostats. Uses a lot of power for what it does. So I'm going to convert to this homemade one. I'm going to use heat cable. So it's just one plug, one thermostat, so that will reduce the power, and that's more than adequate enough to do what I need it to do for that particular rack. So that'll be on the next video, or the video after that. I haven't quite decided yet. Quick shout out to KB Reptiles, Kerry and Barris. You guys are awesome people. Can't wait to do something with you very, very soon. So guys, that's it. I hope you enjoy your weekend whenever you get to watch this video. Again, leave your comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.